Hey there, StarCraft fans! Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be one heck of an epic PvZ featuring soO and Rich. RJB sent it in, said it was epic. So here on Polestar today, top right, it's going to be Rich. Top left, it is soO. Two of these players that, you know, are not going to win an ASL anytime soon, but they're both excellent players. They're Korean. They are at the top of their game. And let's see how soO does here. He came back from StarCraft 2 where he won a couple of Premier Championships. He finished second place in Premier Championships like 9 or 10 times in a row. And it became a really big thing in the StarCraft 2 community. And then he won a couple, and now here's here in Brood War. Rich is an up-and-coming Protoss player. Are we going to do a Nexus first? I've seen Nexus first in PvZ a lot recently. So it's a 4-player map. Rich did it once. I saw him do it against Effort on this map. Polestar in particular. So Terror the Overlord is scouting the right direction, right past this kind of decrepit pulsar cannon. I know the owner of that pulsar cannon just let it fall into decay here. Look at it. It's seen better days, that's for sure. Nah, it's just going to be a gate opening here. Yeah, gate opening on a 4-player map. You can pressure with it. You can defend with it. Everything's a-okay. Gate into an expand, maybe a forge if it's a pool first, but it's not going to be a pool first here at all. Here from soO. The Overlord is here. We have more than 200 minerals, so it's going to be a hatch first here. It's going to be a 9 hatch. Nope, 11 hatch. There we go. 11 hatch. Very, very standard opening on a 4-player map against a Terran or a Protoss. Probe scouting the right direction, and Overlord going the right direction too. So very lucky scouting here from both of these players to start this match. So check it out. He's like, all right, hatch first. No sign of a pool because duh. And the Overlord here says, hey, I can scout too. I'm going as fast as I can. He sees the gate. He sees no expansion. Is there a second gate somewhere? The answer is no. No second gate. Just a 1 gate into an expansion here. Everything very kosher here on the side of the map where the Protoss is. There's the pool coming up. We're going to have some gas or maybe an early third, right? He's waiting to see if there's going to be an expansion here or maybe throw down a cyber core for a little bit of some early pressure. And how many zealots are going to come out of this gateway? At least one. Terror the Overlord says, brr, brr, run everybody. There's a zealot coming across the map here. The pool is not quite done yet. And it's a short rest distance. So this drone's job is to try to slow down Mr. Robert the Zealot. There we go. He slowed it down. He slowed it down. Can we slow it down again without dying? Is the question on Daryl the drone's mind. The answer is maybe. Maybe we can. Hatch is going to finish. Pool is done. 4 lings on the way. The Overlord says, hey, look, another zealot and an expansion coming up here at 2 minutes and 56 seconds. So we can expand. Oh, the probe is blocking. Oh, killed the probe, but bought some time for the zealot to come and fully block the third. Excellent opening here from Rich. The zealot's like, yeah, that's right. Trying to expand here. That's what I thought. Get out of here, drone. You disgust me. These lings are like, all right, we need to escort this drone. The drone's like, yes, please, thank you very much. I can't handle a zealot. The zealot's like, I'm going to get out of here. That drone's going to come back with friends. And he did. There we go. So, expanding to the third a little bit later than he wants to is soO. Nexus coming up. Everything's okay there. We got a forge to complete the wall. Maybe a cannon here because, look, there are 4 lings there and there are 4 lings there. 8 lings. Not something to worry about, right? But, you know, just in case, maybe we'll throw down a cannon back here. When the forge finishes, we do have not quite enough minerals to do that. And this Overlord is just scouting everything, saying, hey, you don't have a cyber core yet. You haven't even started a cyber core. Thank you very much. So we're just going to sit here and hang out and see how many zealots you're going to make. The answer is a lot of zealots off of the gateway, as many as we can make there. Layer on the way. And just lings out here, just, you know, making sure that zealots won't come up and kill this. Making sure zealots won't come to this way and try to kill the natural. No sign of a sunken because we don't need one yet, right? Just drone. And as soon as these zealots move out, maybe make a creep colony. Cybercore is on the way. Terror the Overlord says, yeah, I think there are Dragoons in the future here, so I'm just going to skedaddle on out. There's a cannon. I think that's just a safety cannon, right? You can hold. You can hold against 8 lings with this many zealots, but he doesn't know how many lings are being produced, right? This could be a ling flood for all that Rich knows. soO saying, get out of here, zealot. How many kills? I think that was 2 kills for the zealot. A little bit lower than usual, but at least he got some kills. Zealots dying without any kills is a sad thing. Metabolic boost is now on the way. A little bit late, dude, but check it out. We got this many Zealots, 5 Zealots coming across the map. Make a sunken. Too late for that. Dude, come on, man. Make a sunken. We're making lings. Speed's almost finished up here. But, yeah, 1 Zealot per ling is highly in favor of the Protoss, as you would think, men and women who are watching this cast. And blocking, there we go, blocking the Zealots from getting behind the mineral line as well as they can. We've got drones. Are we pressing drones into fight here as well? Yes, we certainly are. These Zealots getting whittled down. 3 kills on that Zealot before he dies. 6 kills, 7 kills on that Zealot. 8, can we get 8? We did, we got 8 kills just as soon as he died there. This Zealot parked behind the minerals. Again, super annoying, but that's a pretty excellent hold there by soO. It's not easy to do, man. Spire on the way. The answer is going to be Spire. We've got a Citadel opening. Oh, no, there's the Stargate. Okay. Stargate done. Corsairs, +1 attack on the Cyber Core. So we have +1 Corsairs in the future here. How many mutas do we need to make here to counter that? A lot. We do have a Hydra Den, though. Hydra Den at the same time. This Spire is coming up. So maybe just a couple of Scourge. Second gas is being taken, but too late to make mutas, I want to say. We do have 400 gas, though. But yeah, I think this is just going to be a couple of Scourge into Hydralisks, into no Sunkens. soO's like, every Sunken cripples my economy. How dare you ask me to make a Sunken? It's like, yeah, I understand. I understand that. So, macro hatch. The cannon here. We've got 2 gates. 2 total gates. 2 total gates and a Stargate. Here from Rich at 6 minutes. And there we go. We got Scourge in production. We've got Hydra upgrades. Yes, Hydra upgrades on the way. And pretty standard PvZ, right? Attack at the 3rd base with Zealots. Into Corsairs, into Scourge, into Hydras. We are making 4 mutas, though. Alright, we've got a cannon in the mineral line at the natural. We do have a cannon pretty much in the mineral line here at the main base as well. But we're making mutas. We're making Scourge. And we're getting Hydra upgrades. We're not getting muta upgrades or Scourge upgrades either. Sunken at the 3rd base and a Sunken in the natural base. Alright. He's not adverse to making a single Sunken at both of these bases, which I wholly endorse. Just 1 Sunken, man. I'm not asking you to make 6 Sunkens at each of these bases because that is just a huge hit on your drone economy, obviously. But 1 Sunken, yes, it's a sacrifice, but not too much in my opinion. And we got mutas, again, good at shoving away Zealots, at least unless there are Corsairs around. And are there Corsairs around? The answer is yes, there are. But there are Scourge to counter the Corsairs. Wahahaha, that's how we do it. Second cannon coming up at the wall. And no sign of a second Stargate. We do have a Templar Archives. Now we're going into more gates. 2 more gates getting warped in here by Rich at 8 minutes. Carapace upgrade. Wow, late Carapace upgrade for the air units. soO, that is a late upgrade, but hey, nobody says you can't get a Carapace upgrade at 8.5 minutes. soO's like, yeah, I know, that's why I did it. So, Zealot coming up saying, what's here? Hydra Den? Okay, good, we got a Sunken. We've got Speedlings chasing all over the place, and we're just going to park back here and say, hey, you can't attack me with more than 2 Zerglings. I'll get my kills. I'll get my fair share of kills. We got 3 of them. And yeah, 3rd base. Just constantly making drones. We've got, again, more upgrades to the Hydras. We have a range on the way. We've got speed on the way here, too. Did he cancel speed? I could have sworn we saw speed being researched when we clicked on it. But I think he canceled it and then restarted it here. All right, got an Archon to help with these Mutalisks. We've got a DT on the way, too. I love that. I love a good DT. But, again, we have an Overlord here. We have a Sunken. We have an Overlord, and we have a Sunken. Maybe a lot of Overlords and a Sunken here. Oh, my gosh. Second creep colony here, too. Is it going to be a Sunken or a Spore? The answer is Sunken. So 2 Sunkens at the Nat. Again, I like it. Just buttoned up tight here. This Ling says, we're going to expand to this. Yes. I got killed, so maybe a probe's going to show up and try to expand. 2 more gateways. So we have 6 gateways in the main. We've got 2 at the natural base, 8 gates on 2 bases, and not taking a 3rd. This is a lot of gates. This is a 2 base all-in opening here. Oh boy. You saw the length of this VOD. Is it going to be a sneaky twofer of some kind? Maybe it is. You don't know. And yeah, not a lot of damage on both sides, right? Just Lings and Zealots have died. I don't think a Corsair has died. I don't think a Muta has died. Maybe a Scourge is dead here somewhere, but 2 Sunkens and a lot of Hydras here. No sign of Lurkers quite yet. But everything's all right. High Templar, Storm being researched. And finally, we're expanding to a 3rd base. It's like, all right, we're locked up tight. We cannot win with a 2-base all-in. So let's get to a 3rd base. Everything's fine. Let's get our 3rd gas. And let's make High Templar. And let's show those Hydras who is boss. 0 upgrades on the Hydras. Attack and armor anyway. We have a +1 attack for the Zealots with speed as well. Obviously, do not skip speed. Right? Do not skip speed in any situation. Against Protoss, against Terran, and against Zerg, right? Speed upgrades in general, no matter what race you're playing, is a non-skippable upgrade. Because it's a real-time strategy, man. Getting across the map fast is an incredible skill to have in an RTS. For defense, for offense, for getting around and attacking a 4th base. The faster you are, the easier it is to do. You can chase units. You can run away from units. Speed is everything in an RTS. The faster you are, the better you are. That's why squishy units are fast. Except for Zealots. They're fast and they are tanky as heck, boy. Anyway. Oh, there's the Storm. Oh, boy. Ah, another Storm. Zealots all over the place. More Hydras to the south, though. Archon never good against Hydras, and the Zealots are buffering for them. Look at this unit of Hydras coming in, but this is getting murked, dude. This left side, this flank. I guess this is the main attack getting all sorts of obliterated there. And we got Corsairs trying to kill everything right now. Losing a couple of them to Scourge, that's totally fine. And we did supply block the Zerg player, though. 95 out of 94 available. 3rd base is warping in now at 11:58. Again, late, but that's fair enough from Rich. Observatory, he's like, all right, I saw a lot of Hydras. Lurker aspect is probably on the way. Nobody tries to win with just Hydralisks in PvZ. Well, we do see that sometimes, but it's very, very rare. Yeah, look at this. Out in the middle of the map. Zealots all over the place. How many High Templar? None. Just pure Zealot? Oh, hang on a second. High Templar, not enough energy for a Storm. Ah, dying before they get 75 energy. What a tragedy for High Templar, man. Those are ghost stories that we tell to High Templar. Ooh, one day a High Templar was trained at a gateway. And as he was moving out to support his fellow troops before he got 75 energy, he was killed by Hydralisks. Ooh, say the High Templar. I don't like that story. Don't tell it again. Yeah, no kidding. Holy smokes. Look at how many Overlords are going down to the south. Detection is not a problem down here at this 4th base. Okay, now it's a problem at the 4th base because we're just moving down here. Not a drop. Okay. Psystorm, the pest control of Protoss. Get away from my 3rd base. Rich says, I've got Psystorm. Look at this. We're hiding. Dude, if these Corsairs knew where the Overlords were, he could have supply blocked soO to Kingdom Come. We have enough. 5 Corsairs versus this many undefended Overlords. 11 Overlords. Holy cow. Why are you clumping them up, soO? This would be an incredible move. These Corsairs are hanging close to the army, though. It's like we're worried about Mutas. Muta's coming in and sniping our High Templar, and I don't blame him. That's a good thing to do, but oh, there it is. Muta's trying to snipe the High Templar. High Templar down, High Templar down. And, oh boy, we still have 2 High Templar left. Every Muta died there. That's why you provide cover for your Corsairs and give them an upgrade. Because if there were no Corsairs, I think every single High Templar would already be dead. Just will already be dead. Simple as. So 4 bases to 3 bases. And when are we going to see a hive is the question. 14 minutes. No sign of a Queen's Nest. Nothing at all. So, Kaderan Amulet. Yes, that's the upgrade. Thank you very much. We've got range for Dragoons. Again, preparing for Lurkers. Haven't seen any yet, but Lurkers are here on the map. You will see them soon enough. 5th base at the bottom left. And look at this, 11 Overlords. All huddled together. Just, an incredible opportunity for the Corsairs. How many Corsairs are left on the map? I think we've got a bunch. But where? Here they are. Look at this. We got 5 Corsairs, man. Scouting for a hive. No hive. But there's the evolution chamber. Oh, I thought that was a queen's nest. No, evolution chamber. And coming down left side. I don't know. Just, are we harassing down there? Are we actually trying to kill a base down on the bottom left? Or are we just covering for this space at the 9 o'clock that's on the way? Both simultaneously, as it turns out. There's the queen's nest. 15-minute queen's nest. A little bit later than I think is appropriate against a player like Rich, but I think it's going to be just fine. Yeah, the ultimate composition against Hydras and, well, and Lurkers, plus 2 Armored Dragoons with Psystorm support. That's it. That's all you need against Hydra Lurker. 194 to 150 supply, dude. A maxed out Protoss at 15 minutes with plus 2 armor. The nightmare of Zergs everywhere. And yeah, just not afraid. Not afraid of these Lurkers, storming them out. Dragoons hitting them hard, their plus 1 attack. Tanking it with a plus 2 armor here as well. We've got high ground. We've got low ground Lurkers. Again, no need to be afraid of low ground Lurkers if you have high ground Dragoons. We have Psystorm. We've also got, you know, observers. Very good. Hive on the way at 1620. What's the first upgrade the Hive is going to participate in? The answer is, I think, a Defiler Mound. I think Defiler Mound is the priority here. We need Consume, we need Plague, we need Dark Swarm. These Dragoons are going to wreak havoc until Dark Swarm is showing up. And then you'll see more Archons, and then you'll see Reavers, because again, we have 4 gas. So the world is rich as oyster right now. Corsairs trying to take down an Overlord, and oh my gosh, just losing every single Corsair. Okay, I guess freeing up supply, taking down an Overlord, 1 last attack, and look at this, standing in, storming everywhere. These Dragoons are like, I'll fight Hydras, don't even worry about it. And I think there are enough Hydras here, but it's a very close battle. Whoa, fresh High Templar coming in, and there are the Mutas. Dude, come on. Why did you let those Corsairs die? I realize for supply reasons, but look at this. You're undersupplied now. Corsair gonna die. All right, so every single Corsair is dead. These Overlords are like, oh, very good. Breathing a sigh of relief, as you should when all the Corsairs die when you're an Overlord. 124 to 119 supply. Dude, 71 to 58 workers. He was behind. Good sniping out of Overlords. He was behind before that attack, and now he's ahead. soO. What upgrade? Adrenal. Okay, fair enough. I love Adrenal too, as you know. Adrenal, the first upgrade. And everything is all good here for soO, man. 5 bases to 4 bases. An upgrade advantage. We do have a worker advantage. Not an upgrade advantage, I guess. Well, 2-1 versus plus 3 armor. Okay, never mind. No upgrade advantage now. We have plus 3 armor done. This is a shift in the meta, man. Armor upgrades superseding and prioritized over attack upgrades in this matchup especially. So yeah, armor. The pros have spoken. Armor is very important against Hydras and Lurkers especially. We got a Nidus coming up down here. Everything is great. Now we can go into plus 3 because of the Hive. I think soO's ahead. 72 drones. That's something to be very wary of as a Protoss player, man. At 65 to 70 workers is just constant flooding available for the Zerg player. Just incredible production capabilities available. We can reinforce with Niduses here too. Just defense is easier now. Offense is easier now. We've got Lurkers. We have a Defiler Mound. And yeah, soO just feeling great here on Polestar. Expanding down bottom right. Overlord sees the timing at 19 minutes. Saying, all right, we are copying this. I think, oh, Ventral Sacs. Okay. Drops on the way. Lings, they have Crackling upgrade, but not enough to take down that cannon or a Zealot. Dude, expanding here too. It's like, okay, so we have enough resources to expand here and get drops and get a Defiler Mound and get Consume and we have plus 3 on the way for the Hydras. Just 73 drones. The income, Mason. What does it mean? We have Cracklings with plus 2 attack on the way. We've got more cannons. We've got Zealots here too. This is not enough Lings to take this down, man. Come on, soO. And taking down this cannon, and that's going to be it. Oh, hang on. Maybe taking down this cannon. Okay, fair enough. And taking down a probe. And not forcing a cancel on that cannon. This cannon will warp in. Injured, but hey, alive. Expanding here as well, man. Yo. So soO, again, very, very, very comfortable here at 20 minutes. Consume is in production. Ventral Sacs in production. We've got Archons. He hasn't seen any Dark Swarm yet. He hasn't seen any Plague yet. But Archons, you know, better early than never in a PvZ. Yeah, there you go. Base canceled. But this was just something that soO doesn't really need to win this game. This is like, hey, let's try to take that. And if not, that's totally fine. If it gets killed, I'm all right with that. Plague on the way. Consume is done. Lings here. I know we're food for these defilers, say these Lings, but still. I'm very amped to be food for these defilers. I have no will of my own, as we all know. So, man, ASL 21 is finished. ASL 22. Are we going to see a Protoss win? Are we going to see a Terran win? Maybe. Last Protoss win was in 2021, guys. It's been so long. 5 years? Really? Protoss are so sad, as they honestly should be. I gotta feel bad for them. I don't like playing against Protoss. Hey! There we go. This is what we need for Protoss. Every single Zerg player. Why are those Hydras not attacking earlier? What the heck? Alright, 69 drones. No reason to replace those. We have idle drones inside the main base, so let's go ahead and saturate this base immediately. With the Nidus, I hope. No, we're just gonna bypass the... Dude, there's a Nidus right here. You could go into the Nidus and then get here safely, but I guess there's the Plague. First Plague of the day. And I guess you're safe enough, but imagine if the Protoss had come over here 2 seconds earlier, he would have killed every one of these drones. Ah, soO taking unnecessary risks. There's going to be a Plague follow-up here. Look at this. This Dragoon's like, oh, look at that juicy Plague target. Puking Plague all over here. We have Cracklings. We've got Hydras with +3 attack. We've got the Dark Swarm. These Archons are like, I don't care about that. I have +2/+3, sir. We will fight in the shade. And Rich says, hey, let's take down another base. We're expanding up at the top left. And, oh my gosh, the humanity storming the drones. Excellent moves. 52 drones remaining. There were 69. Just a second ago. Look at the Zerg blood. Look at the drone blood splatter here. Another Plague. But again, Plague is not Psystorm. Plague has never killed a single unit of Protoss in this entire life. Brings HP down, but does not kill it, as we always remind ya. So, going home, saying, hey, we killed a base. Great. Let's fall back. Let's consolidate. We're at 190 supply. And yeah, super late game PvZ, man. Plaguing. Huge fan. Storming these Hydras, and look, they're dead. Re-expanding here. Yeah, we have 3,000 minerals. Re-expand here. This base is done as well. So, hey, drone. I know you're mourning the loss of this hatchery and just sitting on the goop that is there when a hatchery dies, but seriously, man. Everything's fine? Whatever. Reaver upgrades. There you go. Scarab damage in production. Trying to take down this hatch as well again, but... I don't know. Oh, there are the Reavers. Again, that changes the calculus in a PvZ, man. When 2 Reavers show up, I'm like, oh, now the Protoss knows what they're doing. And sniping down, again, this hatchery. 50 drones to 58 probes. Rich is behind it now. Rich is 100% ahead. We've got Reavers. We have Archons. We have Dragoons. We have High Templar. We have Zealots. We have everything a boy could ask for to defeat a high-level, late-game Zerg player. Who's going to expand at the 6 o'clock and the 12 o'clock here on Polestar? They are high ground. They're fairly easy to defend, but nobody's trying to expand there yet. So re-expanding. Again, 2,000 minerals for both of these players. Should not be a question of, do I have enough resources to expand? Because we do. Hey, drone, we have enough resources to expand. soO, my guy, come on. Come on, re-expand. All the goop is gone. Your morning is complete. You don't have to feel sad anymore. You'll be just fine. We have shield upgrades. That's how this game is going. We have 3/3. We have +1 shields. We have +2 shield upgrades. +3 is even rarer, but I think we'll see that here from Rich. Upgrades are very important to him, obviously, at 25 minutes because he's got 3/3, because he has +1 as well. Finally expanding. Reaver unload, and into lurkers, I guess, for some reason. I don't know why. Sniping obs like he was born to. soO, fall back to the high ground. Fall back. I think we have enough here. Yeah. Another plague. Catching an Archon. That is merging in. Summoning in. Sorry. Always kind of weird to see. Just, you know, a half-formed Archon with blech, grape jelly? This is strawberry jam or possibly salsa dripping all over him. Nom 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 nom. Chips and salsa. Gotta love a good mango salsa. A little tortilla chip action in there. That is a good snack in the summertime. I gotta tell you what. So where are we at? 187 and 186 supply. Bigger bank for Rich on both ends, minerals and gas. Got +3 attack now on the way for these Lings. And last time I saw a +3 fully upgraded Lings was in a TVZ, not in a PVZ, sir. Sometimes I don't see full upgrades on Lings in a PVZ because of the number of Archons plaguing all 4 of the Reavers, though. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ah, sniping down. Oh, 2 of the Reavers die. A quick pickup there saved 1 of them. But a plagued Reaver is a dead Reaver, man. I know that plague doesn't kill anything, but that is so much easier for a hider to pick off a plagued Reaver versus a non-plagued Reaver. Yow. So the only place we have an expanded at is this base for Rich and the 12 o'clock and the 6 o'clock bases, which do have vision available on, well, for the Zerg player at least. Protoss doesn't have vision on them, but I think at this point, soO needs to take the 12 o'clock or the 6 o'clock and keep Rich from taking the other one. Look at these Reavers, man. 3 Reavers. Ba-bam, ba-bam. Overkill. Another plague. soO's plagues today are on the point. On the point. Hey, hide in your... Oh, 3 lurkers go down. Hide in your Dark Swarm. Reavers do not care. Reavers are the only ranged unit that does not care about a single lurker inside Dark Swarm. They will kill it. Everything else is going to have a hard time with that. Again, even the siege tank. I guess Yamato, right? Yamato is the ranged attack and Reaver attack that can handle a single lurker inside Dark Storm. No splash available. Siege tanks, meh. I mean, Storm, obviously, yes. Not really an attack, but I guess Yamato's a spell, too. Technically, I think Reaver Scarabs are a spell as well. Yeah, sending in these Zealots saying, hey, get a couple of hits off, and we could take down these lurkers. Yeah, look at that. Lurker down with 1 hit thanks to the attacks from those Zealots. Look at the control here from Rich. It's good stuff. I killed this base once. Let's kill it again, says Rich. Dark Swarm, bring in the Reavers. Bring in the Archons. Look at this. Look how much, just no fear inside the Dark Swarm. Late game PVZ. This is how we do it. Storming the ramp. Cracklings all over the place. We've got a bit of a counterattack here, but the Archons supported by Dark Swarm Lings, no chance. Hatch down, man down, no question at all. I think Rich should expand to the 12 o'clock behind this, right? He's here. He's protecting that access. He's killing a base. Rich ahead in bank, at least on minerals. Now not on gas, but again, without minerals, gas is useless in StarCraft Brood War. Yeah, trying to snipe High Templar. The High Templar is dead again. Slow unit High Templar because it's powerful. That means it can't run. And that means we are the saddest of all of the pandas. +3 attack finishing up. I talked about that what feels like 10 minutes ago. That's how long the upgrade is. Just absolutely forever. +3 shields. Loving that. +3 shields. Thank you very much. Still not expanding here. Still not expanding here. Rich did not expand as he moved across the map and killed this hatch. 6 o'clock here from soO. Like I said, he needs to expand here and prevent Rich from taking this base if he's going to win this game. If it's the map split in half, Rich has the advantage. And if he doesn't take this base, the map is split in half. And he lets the Protoss take this base, the map is split in half. We got Cracklings, we got Reavers, we got Hydras, we got Reavers, we got Lurkers, we got Reavers. Hey! Oh! Very excellent stuff. I don't know what that Scarab was doing. Just nice Plague. Nice Plague. Ooh, 195 to 195. Again, not even bothering to Dark Swarm. Energy for Plague. That's what you need right now. Dark Swarm is useless against these Reavers. Look at this. These Reavers perking up. Saying, hey, your Lurkers seem to be dying, sir. Can't quite pick up. Scourge taking down the shuttle anyway. Woo, what a flank there. How many Reavers left? 0, thank you very much. Expanding here, though. Okay, very good here from Rich. He needs this base. soO, very good. He's now ahead, right? He's ahead on base count. We've got 7 bases for the Protoss. We've got 8 bases now for soO. One Zealot gets plagued. Was he already plagued? No. So, fair enough. Only energy for that plague. Are we bringing in more Reavers? The answer is yes. One of them's already been plagued, but hey, what do you do? Can't keep them at home. Can't mope. Bring them to the front lines. And with an Observer for help, how many Observers do we have? Somehow 0. What the what? That is a mistake here. No, we do have an Obs. What? I guess he saw this attack coming. These Lurkers getting smashed before they can even burrow. Wow. That was an incredible interception there by Rich. Reavers, Lings trying to get on top of them. I've been trying to do that with Zerg since 1998, man, and the Lings die so fast when they try to kill a Reaver with Lings. And it's like, is there a plague target here of some kind? The Defiler's like, I guess, sure, let's catch a Zealot. Let's catch a High Templar. That's a better play, catching every single one of these Dragoons. The Reavers are like, sir, what is this? I don't really care. 16 kills on that Archon, thank you very much. This is a bad pathing mistake here from Rich. But I guess this Archon got through fairly unscathed. Uh-oh, 12 o'clock base is done too. Rich needs to make a move. He needs to kill the 12 o'clock or the 6 o'clock or both if he's going to win this game. And also, by the way, simultaneously defend all of these bases, except we don't care about this one, right? We have High Templar here, but you know. We got 3 Reavers at this base. Newest source of income. That's what you defend. Look at these Lurkers. Where were they going? Nice interception again here from Rich. And look at this. Coming to the 12 o'clock. That hatch is dead. That hatch is beyond dead. We cannot save it. There are not enough Zerg units here to defend that base. Thank you very much. Not even close. I mean, yeah. Drones fighting. Holy crap, guys. Yeah, hatch down. Very good. Very good. Look how many Archons there are. Reaver support on these Archons. Very important. Again, Mass Hydra, a good answer to Mass Archon. They outrange them. They do a ton of damage against them. They're faster than they are. And can we snipe the shuttle? No, we cannot. Ooh, 0 Hydra dead. That storm. So, sniping this base. 6 o'clock base as well. Very important here. I still think soO can win this game with this base available and this base not. But again, if Rich takes this, it's over. So he's trying to retake the 12 o'clock. He's got 1,200 minerals, which is, you know, enough to expand, obviously, but not amazing. We have Overlord sight range on the way and 3-3-3 done for Rich. Holy crap. Again, frontline Archons versus Hydras is so weird. There's Storm, obviously. There's Reavers, obviously. But when's the last time you saw this many Archons just being like, yeah, I guess Hydras are fair game. I guess we're not worried about them at all. Dude, this base is his favorite base to attack. Look at it. It's his favorite place to attack. Is he going to kill it again? Kind of feel like he is. Finally taking down the Sunken. There were Lings sacrificing their lives, throwing themselves in front of Scarabs so the hatch and the Sunken would live, but that was all in vain here. Drones, run! 55 drones to 51 probes. Do we have an attack here? I guess we did. I'm gonna guess we had a plague and like a Hydra attack down here, but these Reavers are like, no. 23 kills on that Reaver, by the way. And third time this hatch is dead. This hatch is dead too if we just look at it, and guess what? Rich is looking at it, and here it is. Dark Swarm, Lurker, Ling. We got the Psy Storm. We got the Reaver Storm. Nope, nope, nope. Dude, why even attack into a base that has 3 Reavers and like 2 High Templar at it? This is such a bad move. You can use Guardians to attack this base, but anything on ground is going to die to 3 Reavers, Cannons, and High Templar. Oh, look at this move by Rich. Coming down to the 6 o'clock. We've got Lings on a counterattack. No, says Rich. This base, no. This base, also no. soO has enough resources to expand here, as we all know. And yeah, if you see 3 Reavers and 2 High Templar and Cannons at a base, don't bother. Just don't bother. It's not happening. I don't care what you bring to the party. There's a plague, but 195 to 174 supply. Rich is up. Rich is feeling fine. And look at that. 4,000 minerals and 2,200 gas. Under 1,000 minerals, 1,000 gas for the Zerg player. We are banking. We're going to be able to remax. These Scourge, I guess, are just hunting for, I don't know, observers? Sure, but if they're on Overlords, how are you going to see them? Don't actually know. Again, into the breach, but I don't know. That's a lot of Lurkers, but Rich is like, nah, it's not, though. I'll be fine. And then he's like, wait, hold on. That is so many Lurkers. Ah, Defiler down, Storm in it. We've got 176 to 166 supply. Rich is up. You can replace losses more easily than the Zerg. 6th base is dead. 6 o'clock base, rather, is dead. What the heck did that? I'm going to have to go back and see what happened there, actually. Hold on. We'll get there. That's a big moment, though. That's a really big moment. Not enough resources to expand. This base retaken under 300 minerals. Sniping the Obs. Sniping the Archons. So easy for these High Templar to run. And Hydras taking an Archon's tail as old as time. But look at this. Look at the dwindling number of Hydras. Look at the production tab. 9 Dragoons at a time. Rich, man. What a crazy good PvZ this is. I think that's it. I don't think he lost a base today. I don't think he lost a Nexus, and he killed this 3 times. Killed this once. Killed this once. Killed this once. If you want to win a PvZ, kill bases and defend your own. I know it sounds simple, but it's hard to do. And again, Dark Swarm, not as good as you might want it to be. Production tab here. 2 Archons. We could make a million more anything if we wanted. Sure, Scarabs. And we're reduced to making 10 Lings at a time right now. Is soO. That's his bank. That's it. Look at these Archons just standing and holding with 3 upgrades. They are just men among Protoss here today. And can we kill this base again? Can we get a 4th attempt at killing this base? Taking the 12 o'clock. That is solidifying the win here. We talked about economy. We've been talking about it all game. Yeah, incredible game here from Rich. Just great micro, good decisions, great tactical abilities on display here. And great use of Reavers. Again, whenever you see a PvZ, guess what? If we're at 40 minutes and Reavers aren't in use, you're probably going to lose. That's it. You got to use them. I know they're slow. I know they're really squishy. I know they die, but come on. You got to do it. Protect yourself, says the Reaver. Oh, yeah, look at this. 4 High Templar and 2 Reavers? No! No. Bad. No. That's what I thought. Re-expanding 6 o'clock. We've got this base back. Surprisingly healthy mineral patches because of how many times that base has died. And soO, buddy, buckaroo. What did we talk about today? Not attacking into a base with Reavers and High Templar, that's for sure. We didn't have that talk today. I guess we're flooding, but dude, this Archon is dead. Hang on a second. This might actually work out. What? Okay. I guess if you attack enough and sparsely enough so everything doesn't die immediately, you can do it. But down to the 6 o'clock saying, hey, I guess if this Nexus is dead and this hatchery is dead, I think we win the game. Did we send a DT down here? That would be a great idea, sending a DT down there. I heard a DT. I can't see a Dark Templar. Yeah, man, 185 to 120 supply. If you attack an army like this with just lings, thank you. Not happening. Just waiting for this Dark Swarm to wear off. And there it is. Done. Finally, more Reavers. Clumped up lurkers. Thank you much. And that's it. GG. soO taps out and Rich gets the win in 41 minutes and 23 seconds of holy smokes PVZ. Wow. So yeah, man, replacing those Reavers. They're going to die. You got to replace them. They're 200 gas each. They're expensive, I understand. DT's heading up to this base. There is an Overlord, but there's no sunken. These guys were all... Maybe this lurker would maybe win. With +3 attack, maybe. Who knows? Anyway, this base is dead. This base died. Rich didn't care. He had this one coming up. He was still mining from here. He was still mining from here. He was still mining from here. Zerg player could not keep up economically. It is so hard to deal with this ultimate composition. I would have loved to maybe see some Dark Archons. It's another thing to keep track of, but you can feedback those Defilers and really make the Plague almost a non-threat, which is kind of insane to say, but I really think it's the truth. So... Yo! That was a great game. Awesome, awesome stuff here from both of these players, man. soO was ahead, and then Rich was like one big attack. Remember that big attack over here? That huge attack over here that I think that was Rich trying to go for the win, but nope. He lost so much stuff. soO went from being down about 40 supply to being up 20 supply during that battle, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, so hang on. I got to expand a whole bunch. Let me lock these bases up tight. Never lost a Nexus except for this one at the very end, which didn't really matter. Never lost anything here, right? No drops either. Ventral Sacks did exist from soO, but I think the pressure from the Protoss was so much that he never really felt like he had the ability to get a drop. Maybe snipe the robotic support bay. Maybe get on top of these gateways. I don't know. Coming down this way, going for a drop into this bottom right base would have been pretty sick too. Bypassing all these cannons entirely and just coming down here would have been awesome, but he didn't do it, man. So sometimes you think about doing drops and you can't get around to it, and you're like, should have done drops. Anyway, what a knockdown, drag him out PVZ that was. Nicely done, Rich. Again, RJB is a huge fan of Rich for a very good reason. The outproduction, 1,200 to 400 to 3-to-1 outproduction here by soO. The 10 to 3 kill death ratio, though, by Rich was impressive. 23 to 11 buildings raised. The outspend by the Zerg player, only about 4,000, a little bit more than that, in 41 minutes, and not quite enough, as you might know. Whoo-wee. All right, that was fun. That was a great, ridiculous showing there from Rich. What a great game that was. Do I want to epic tag this thing? Let me know in the comments if you think I should epic tag this thing, because I think that'd be cool. But let me know. Let me know if that's the case. All right? Should I? That's the question. But all right, for now, that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin, coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.